Alright, hey boys, how you doing? So welcome to Mikey Pitches, because your boy's going to be pitching a made up game, a hypothetical game that's no quite real, but hopefully with the power of, the influence and pull I've got in the industry, you never know. So we've done Sega Smash Brothers, we've done, what else have we done? We've done Persona 5 Arena. So I'm hoping, and now with the attention from the Marvel Vs Capcom collection, I'm hoping that Marvel goes, maybe we should give Capcom the rights to do Marvel vs Capcom Secret Wars. So that's my pitch. You can see it there. I was trying to come up with a title. I didn't want to use Marvel vs Capcom 4. I just went Secret Wars because, well, Secret Wars is going to be very popular with, with the movie coming out. And Secret Wars is just about, like, all these dualities getting smashed into one. I feel you can justify all the characters having a big crossover. So, and we've got a lovely tier list that's already been made up here. So, I'm just going to go through this. There's like quite a lot of characters from Marvel vs Capcom, and we've got quite a big choice, as you can see here. And let me think. So I'm going to limit myself because I could easily just put in like almost every character here, and I'm going to try and think, right, what characters would they put in as opposed to what characters would I put in. We're going to have some options that are maybe very Mikey picks, We're going to have some ones that I'm obviously, but all up yourself, Detender Roto, because every cunt's using this one. Every cunt, because it's a fucking great tier list. They put in great work. So I'm just going to look up. I had this sorted before. I've literally got it written down, but I've lost a piece of paper because professionalism. Ultimate Marvel roster size. So Ultimate Marvel vs Capcom, which is the latest release. Oh no, Infinite is, but Infinite's shite, so we don't talk about Infinite. So what we're going to do is, for the base game, we are going to have a starting roster of 36. I feel like 36 is a alright one. Each DLC pack will introduce, how much is a season pass for most of our fighting games? I think about 5, really. So let's just say 5. So 5 each for DLC, right? Sometimes, so we'll 36, so 15, 18 each way for Marvel and Capcom. So what we'll do is we'll split it into Marvel and Capcom rosters. What do we think, boysies? Yeah, fuck it, we'll do that. Add row below. So we'll do 18 each. I wish I could reach my keyboard, but my arms are too short. I've got my T-Rex arms. Right, so I feel like I need to start off with some very obvious ones because, let's be honest, we'll start with Capcom first. So I feel like Ryu's really the face of Capcom, even though, like, there's probably bigger games that, no, Street Fighter's still their probably number 2, I'd say, behind maybe like Resident Evil, but we can't have a versus game without Ryu in it. Ryu, I'd also definitely put in, where is she? There we go, Chun-Li. And the other one from the versus, which I feel you can't have a versus game without her, is Morgan. So we're going to start off, that's the base 3 for Capcom. Ryu, Chun-Li, and Morgan. And boys, oh my god, this might be a bit Street Fighter heavy, but we're going to start off with our first wildcard entry. So I was sitting there thinking, do I want to put this member of the Street Fighter roster in? Do I want to put this member in? When I couldn't really choose, and I was like, I'm using up way too many spaces. So going with a bit of a weird one here, I'm going to put in, this is when my dyslexia fucks me when I'm trying to find one person. There we go. Seth. So, for those who don't know, Seth is a failed clone of Bison who was the final boss of Street Fighter 4 and appeared in Street Fighter 5. Seth is a clone who has got all the abilities of the initial World Warriors. So they can copy, like, Jesus first Christ, ranking all these. No. I'm doing like my roster picking. So Seth can copy abilities from all of the World Warriors, and I figure kind of like how Super Scroll was added into Marvel vs Capcom 3, as like it has the power of all the Fantastic Four. I figure Seth can do that for all the World Warriors. So that's why I'm just fine putting Seth in. Let's start off with Marvel. So I'm putting in my favourite boy. Where is he? There he is. And I feel like he was severely missed in in Marvel vs Capcom Infinite. Wolverine. Who else can we not? I don't think we can have any Marvel property without Spider-Man. There we go. And who else is important? Who else is in there? We'll say Captain America. There we go. And we put Iron Man. Iron Man's another one who's been in the Versus series since the very beginning and is in like every single game. Now, the thing is, there's like tons of different Iron Man variants. Same with Spider-Man. I don't want to put too many similar characters in. Right, there we go. Iron Man. Where is Kraven? Just you wait. Just you wait. We'll figure it out. So, we have got 4 from each. We have Wolverine, Spider-Man, Captain America, and Iron Man for Marvel. Ryu, Chun-Li, Morgan, and Seth for Capcom. Right, so, see the other ones? I can't plan them out ahead and go, we can use X, Y, Z in here. But I've not done that at all this one. So, I'm going to have a wee look myself and see who we want in it. So, I kind of want someone from... So the thing is, I like Marvel, but I'm going to be very biased in the fact that X-Men are my favourite, and I fucking adore the X-Men. So I think... Oh, no, there's one. I know I've been mentioning how much I love X-Men. I need to put Blade in there. Blade's fucking awesome. I don't... Right, Marvel. How the fuck can you make a full series about Agatha Harkness, right? No offence, it's probably meant to be good. I've not watched it yet. It's got Aubrey Plaza in it, so I contractually need to watch it. How can you make an Echo series? How can you make all these shows about characters who don't have the richest history or whatever, you know? But for some reason you're really struggling to do a Blade show or a Blade movie. Blade should be the easiest fucking thing in the world. Blade's fucking cool as fuck and he kills vampires. There you go. That's all you need. Anyways. Scrolling down. So there's ones I'd love to put in there, like I assure you, your old dad here would be hooting and hollering if they put Cloud9 in there. But I think I'd be the only person. Right. Actually, another one. He's going to be the main bad guy of the Avengers movies. I think we need to put Doctor Doom in there. So knowing how he's tied to Blade, not able to do fucking anything. I know he's really good as well. It's just it just looks like such a shit show all around, and I don't know why. It should be the easiest thing in the world to make a fucking Blade movie. Right, let's do a Capcom one. So, just looking. So, what other Capcom games are? Resident Evil's one. Devil May Cry. Actually, not. I know how I've missed out. Where is he? Dante from Devil May Cry. So we can get that big sticker featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series, because Dante is fucking amazing in the Marvel vs Capcom series. He's so much fun. Maybe do a Devil May Cry 5 version, because the one they used in MVC3 was from Devil May Cry 3, so I had all his abilities there. But I put Dante in there. Maybe Nero, maybe. We'll put Nero in the maybe list. Just scrolling down. Who else can we put in from Capcom? Again, there's so many characters I would love to just put in, like the full roster from Street Fighter 3. Oh, Gil. I fucking love Gil, the big 2 like red and blue Illuminati leader who fucking he's so cheap. You know what? Fuck it, I've talked myself into that. Let's put Gil in there. So this one's gonna be very heavy in like my favourite series and who I think would work in fighting games, and it's kind of unfair because, well, the Street Fighter characters are from fighting games. Actually, you know what? Just for me, we're putting Gil in DLC because I can't justify taking a because we're kind of we'll get a bit more limited in the main roster, so I'm gonna keep Gil for DLC. But let's have a look. Oh my god, wait, I'm already stuck at one here. Wait, Hunter from oh no, that is an obvious one. Get the Hulk in there. The Hulk was my main in Marvel vs Capcom 3. Fucking love him. He's so good. Actually, just to keep Kieran happy, where is he? Where is he? And I feel we can, if say this game came out tomorrow, for example, I feel that I could really go, oh, let's do some cross promotion here. Wait. There he is, there he is. So my dyslexia was murdering me. DLC 2, we have Kraven the Hunter, everyone's favourite. There he is. Get him in. I genuinely love Kraven Hunter. Genuinely love him. Kieran slagged me for this because I've read him in like Kraven's Last Hunt and I think it's a fucking amazing comic. Genuinely fucking class. And Kraven's really fun because he's just a hunter who's like, I'm just looking for the biggest game to hunt. That game's Spider-Man. Simple, fucking cool. Getting slagged rotten. He was really good in Spider-Man 2. Really cool in that. Anyways, moving on. So, I feel like I need to add in someone from Street Fighter 6 would be a good shout, I think. Right, Chris was in the last one, but Chris kind of bored me, like, gameplay-wise. I added Claire. I don't know. I don't know if many Resident Evil characters. I like Jill in Marvel vs Capcom 2. She was really cool. But I don't know how much some of the other characters would sort of... I guess you could do it where zombies try to attack them and they like... You know, Jill would have a zombie attacker. She'd duck and the zombie would trip over and turn into a projectile. That'd be kind of cool. Sorry, someone's put fucking J. Jonah Jameson there. Also, I've just clicked. If I'm looking for a Resident Evil representation, why don't I go for clearly the most popular character from the newest game? Lady Dimitrescu. We're not putting Nemesis in. We're not putting Tyrant in. I feel that's like the giant heavy hitter. Lady Dimitrescu is a much more interesting choice as a Resident Evil representative. And also, I might be biased because I want Lady Dimitrescu to step in my throat and end my life, but that's just how it is. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the Marvel and 6 in the Capcom. Cool, we've got plenty more space. Thing is, I know once I finish this, I'm going to be kicking myself because there's going to be so many obvious choices that I've left out. So many obvious ones that have Mega Man. I need to have some form of Mega Man in there. Now, I've played the Mega Man Classic Collection or whatever it's called. I played that one. I don't know the difference between Mega Man X, Mega Man Rockman EXE, Mega Man Y, whatever the fuck he's called. You know, all the tons of different variants of Mega Man. I don't know the difference. So I'm just putting plain old Mega Man in there. Because it was weird that, like, Zero was kind of cool, but it was kind of, I found it weird that he wasn't in the, what you got, Marvel vs Capcom 3. Right. Who else have we got? Who else can we put in there? Who would work really cool in a fighting game? See, I've got one stuck here. So we've got Ibuki. Ibuki's in Ninja Girl from first appearance in Street Fighter 3, who was my main in that game. I really like Ibuki. But as far as a fighting game character goes, Ibuki's just a ninja. But there's another ninja that Capcom uses. And where is he? Where is he? Looking for SS. Strider Hero. So basically Strider is a ninja who can dive halfway across the screen, can make robot animals attack you, which I think gives him a wee bit of an edge over Ibuki when it comes to ninja-ness, you know? Right, who are we adding in now? So, again, the obvious one. Had possibly the highest grossing movie of it. Marvel, well, it was only a Marvel movie this year, but I want to say it's one of the highest grossing movies this year, maybe. And Deadpool's a big deal, so I think it'd be stupid not to put Deadpool in the game. Because when Marvel vs Capcom 3 came out, that was just at the start of Deadpool's sort of rise to. It was I want to say about 2011. I want to say that one came out in, and this was just the start of Deadpool's like rise to, you know, being a star. Because before that, it was throughout all 2000s, Deadpool was just this side character in a lot of Marvel stories. You know, he was like not exactly Wolverine's pal, but anyway, he was that sort of level of, like, you had some writers that really liked him, like writers from like X-Force and shit like that. But then in, I want to say like the mid 2000s, the mid 2010s, he became an A-lister, and then so much so after Secret Wars, he was in like every single book. So I think it'd be stupid not to put Deadpool in there. Right, who else? Who else? Oh. Well, we've already put in Doctor Doom, so I think it'd be silly not to add in a second big bad from Marvel. Where is he? Where is he? Actually, Thor, right. Thor's cool, but Jane Foster, much more interesting choice. Glad in Jane Foster's store. Who else? Right, let's have a look at this roster so far. So we have Wolverine, Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, Blade, Doctor Doom, Hulk, Deadpool, and Jane Foster's Thor. We have Ryu, Chun-Li, Morgan, Seth, Dante, Lady Dimitrescu, Mega Man, and Strider. So one more another Capcom. Let's have a look. Maybe go for some weird one. Just thinking, I've not played Street Fighter 6. I just know quite a lot of characters from it, so I'm just trying to think who would. Because I feel you need. I'm not putting Luke in there. Fucking looks weird. I don't know why they're going with him as if he's this, you know, the next big one. Right? What's her name? Who's the massive woman in Street Fighter 6? You know, I think she's Italian, and she's like a big bodybuilder, but she wrestles as like a gladiator. What's her? Who else is jumping at me? I want him. Thing is, Monster Hunter was kind of cool, but how do you do Monster Hunter apart from a sword person? Because I feel like you could put in like Rathalos in there, you know, like the big monster, but how do you really do that in a fighting game? I guess like, oh nope, there we go. We're putting in. This one's just for me. I fucking love Rogue, and Rogue right now is becoming a massive. Oh, also I just clicked the logos in the way. There we go. Rogue from the X-Men. Let's put the logo down. About there we go. So you can kind of see it there. Or let's put it down here, but next to me. Right. I've just clicked another one. So because I thought Rogue, I was like, oh, I was thinking X-Men 97. She's a big star. But oh, there's who it is. Marissa, that's the one I was thinking of earlier. So she's the big roidy, which got wrestler from Street Fighter 6. I just think she'd be a good shout for a grappler. Where is he? Where's Big Magnus? Where is he? Magneto. Because fuck me, what a run he had in X-Men 97. The best part about that show. And that show was fucking amazing. That was such a good show. And he was so good at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right. We've only got 7 choices left for the Marvel side. And I feel we're very... let's have a look. So much more I want to add in. Oh, this is when it gets tough. What I might do is I might add everyone in and then make cuts. There's a pretty obvious one that I seen when I was getting Rogue there that I forgot to pick up. Mega Sentinel, Onslaught, no, R. Dyslexia, my god, this is a pain when there's that many here. Guardian, Rocket Groot, there we go. Because I feel Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the biggest things that Marvel has, and I feel it'd be silly not to put in something from Guardians, and Rocket and Groot is a great shout, especially if they're like they're a tag team fighter. So yeah. It was like you'd have like Groot being the heavy hitter and Rocket's like on his shoulder, but they'd be pew pew, you know, doing the projectiles and shit like that. Kind of like Ferrator from Mortal Kombat X. I feel that's the best shout for it. Right, who the fuck is Dr. Bong? I like some weird niche characters like Death's Head, my boy. But who the fuck is Dr. Bong? Everyone's favourite Marvel character. When's he coming? Wasn't for Harrison Ford. I thought, oh, I cannot wait. Oh, it's gonna be ridiculous. Right. I just love that he's like, oh, I'm done with big sort of movies, you know, done with Indiana Jones, done with done with Han Solo, and straight away he's like, right, Marvel, let's go. And when he was getting asked questions at Comic-Con, it was even better when he was just like hamming them up. Oh, what a guy. Minat, right, we're putting in Minat from Street Fighter. I realise we're very Street Fighter heavy. We're going to end up very Street Fighter heavy and very X-Men heavy. But Minat's really cool. She's a fortune teller who uses like this crystal ball as if it's like telekinesis thing. That'd be really, really interesting. Especially because you can't be kind of limited in Street Fighter, because Street Fighter is, I'm saying it's kind of grounded when you've got fucking evil cyborgs and, you know, the leader of the Illuminati and shit like that. But, I mean, like, the Versus games are even more over the top, so you can get Minat doing like screen covering things with the crystal ball and shit. That'd be kind of cool. Dr. Bong was January 6th. He was. That's why we don't hear from him anymore. Marvel is not pushing Dr. Bong. Right. So we've got... Fuck, who are we on now? So... I'm just having a look at this to try to think who we need. Who's like a... Right, fuck, I'm now struggling because there's so many people I want on the list. Like, there's ones that I was looking at there that were like... Oh god, right. Everyone's favourite, Dylan Morton. Like, I would love to put on, you know, like... I'm now just not seeing anyone that I'm... Like, Ghost Rider... Actually, what Ghost Rider... I think we put Robbie Reyes in there. Actually, maybe DLC, because I feel Ghost Rider could sell DLC. So if we make the first DLC camp, like, 3 Marvel, 2 Capcom, and then vice versa, vice versa. Right, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 for Marvel. We need to do a bit more Capcom. Who else? Who is an obvious one that I've missed? I would love to put Lin Kurosawa in there from Alien vs Predator arcade. But again, I'll hold off. She's gonna be a maybe. Oh, how could I forget? Actually, no, DLC. He is selling it. It's Morbin time. We're putting Morbius in DLC. Actually, see if what I'll do is we'll have a horror-based DLC. Because I feel you could do like, because then if you do a horror-based DLC, I'm jumping the gun a little bit. That's when I feel you could put in, say, like Nemesis, because Nemesis is a returning character because he was in Marvel vs Capcom 3 and he was in Infinite and was quite popular in that. So I feel if you do it, so if we do like Nemesis, Ghost Rider, Morbius, but we'll come back to this. So, but I was looking at the who do I want in. So Capcom is very Street Fighter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Street Fighter characters. So let's try and find some Capcom representatives who aren't Street Fighter related. Oh, but Kimberly's really cool. She's from Street Fighter 6. She's really cool. Fuck it, put Kimberly in there. Who else have we got in from the Capcom side? Nikali was such a waste. I was like, oh, he looks like they're doing like super, like as if this looks like super evil Ryu or whatever. Nah, it literally turns up in the story mode, gets battered, and then disappears. Never to be seen again. Oh, nope, I found one. I'm putting in another one of my mains from Marvel vs Capcom 3. Jean Grey, Phoenix. So Phoenix is the weakest fighter in the game. She is completely, like, she's not got much strength. She's very good at projectiles, but they're not very damaging. They're more just keep away stuff. Her whole goal is to build up her power, like her, what you call it? Like her bars, you know, it used to super bars. There we go. That's what I was thinking of. And if you get 5 bars and then she is killed, she turns into Dark Phoenix, who is super fucking powerful. So, keeping that in there with Phoenix. So we've now got 11, 12, 13 for Marvel. So 5 more for Marvel for the main. 5 more for Marvel. And there's some obvious ones I'm missing. Oh, Miss Marvel. Fuck. There's ones like, I feel like I couldn't not get with. I love Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel's really fucking cool. But that's one I feel I need to put in. Oh, do I put... Wait, who am I forgetting? Do I put in everyone's favourite Icarus? Or Icarus from the Inhumans? Then anyone be raging if we just ignored the Inhumans? I mean, somebody be raging. Not the Inhumans. Fuck Eternals. Sorry. Fucked up there. Someone is raging at me now. I just misspoke. Because the Inhumans are kind of cool. Actually, I'll put in one where we note here. So, I want to put add row below, and that's going to be Misk, because Morph, who is currently like was getting quite a lot of love from in X-Men 97, and Morph is fucking awesome. Morph is going to be our random select, so you choose Morph, you don't know who you've got and you get Morph going like, yeah, let's go, and then when you go into you get Morph's intro, and then as soon as the fight starts, he transforms into someone. And kind of what they've done with Q in Street Fighter 5, which I thought was really fucking cool, so I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to get Q, wherever Q is. I'm having to go through what do you call it? The alphabet in my head, so I don't say it out loud here and feel like an idiot. Q. No, it's not Q. Fuck. I forget his name. Fuck. The gooey guy from Street Fighter 3. Anyways, moving on. I seen someone there that I kind of want to add in, so I'm just gonna have a wee slow roll up there while it wasn't Moman, as much as Moman would pop me. Don't know. I love Marrow. No, it was Magic. There we go, Magic. Magic, who is fucking amazing. Big Ileana Rasputin could be really fucking cool. Basically, she carries this big, like she's got this big massive magic sword. She can open up gates to hell, basically, this hell dimension. And I feel she'd be really cool for like opening portals, jumping through them. Maybe you could use that ability to open up portals and then throw projectiles through them to confuse enemies. Magic would be fucking awesome, I feel, in a fighting game. I'm also a big fan of the New Mutants run, which is where she first, well, don't she first appeared in New Mutants, but that's where she, you know. Right, thing is, there's ones that I really like Kitty Pryde, but can we put Kitty Pryde in? Like, is that I don't, again, this is the problem with having rosters like this that's so like again, Red Hulk, I like Red Hulk in the comics, but it is just a Red Hulk. We can put a wee note saying Red Hulk is a skin for Hulk, you know, because I don't feel there's enough that separates them to justify a separate character. I like Shumogorath really. Actually, what we'll do, so Shumogorath was used at, I've dropped him somewhere. Where'd I put Shumogorath? Oh no, boys. I scrolled up and he's disappeared. Yes. Oh, there he is. That's okay. Right. For those who don't know, Shumogorath is Marvel's legally distinct Cthulhu. But Shumogorath has mainly been appearing a lot in the Marvel vs Capcom games. So I feel this is an important place to have him is in the horror DLC. So we've got Nemesis and who would be a good shout for... Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Plan DLC before we actually even get into the rest of the game. Right, so that's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right. 3 more spaces for the Marvel roster. Let's do that first. So, who are we getting for a third space for Marvel? I really want to put Miles Morales in there. I really want to put Spider-Gwen in there. But do they justify a second? I guess we can put a note like Miles Morales skin for Spider-Man. But then they're separate enough. But there's also like Spider-Punk, Spider-Gwen, Spider-Bite, Spider-Ham, Spider-Man Noir, Spider-Man 2099. Oh, there's Steve Burnside, everyone's favourite boy. As you can see in my Let's Play series now of Resident Evil. No, Resident Evil Code Veronica. I forgot the name of the game there. That's embarrassing. The Punisher. Punisher's just kind of a gun guy, so I don't know if I kind of want a Punisher. Because there's much guys who could have a lot more interest in combat. And watch me just add someone who is just a gun person. Wonderman, Wolfsbane. There's an X-Men fighting game which features Professor Xavier as a main character, which is interesting. Tigra, Tombstone, the Russian, Thanos. Do we put Thanos in there? We'll save Thanos for DLC, I think. I'm just sort of going, so I need a Scarlet Witch. There we go. I feel like Scarlet Witch would be one that would need to get put in there, and I guess she's like a zoner, kind of, or you could do like a really weird thing with her, where a lot of her moves maybe confuse the enemy, maybe they reverse controls, maybe they do, you know, they do stat stuff that'd be kind of fun and interesting. That's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Two more for Marvel. Right. What have we got here? I'd love to put the Green Goblin in, just so we can get the after fight, you know, sort of quotes from Willem Dafoe. I put Howard the Duck in there. Oh, it's tough. Right. Oh fuck, there's a really obvious one that I've not. I realise now that like I need to put Doctor Strange in there. That'd be one that Marvel would be like, no, you need to put him in there because he is one of their biggest franchises now. So Doctor Strange, that's right. So we've now got one more space for the Marvel one, and this is where I feel, because we've got kind of normal choices here, I think. So I feel we need to go for something weird. This is where we need to go for, like, I was gonna say a MODOK, but we've already done MODOK because MODOK was in Marvel vs Capcom 3. So let's give another weirdo their chance. Let's give another sort of out of the box character a chance. Who have we got? Who could I put in there? I'm just sort of rolling through them as I go. Sabretooth. We can't. Sandman. I'm tempted to put Sandman in there. Sandman be kind of cool with being transforming into everything. Right, Sandman's my maybe. Squirrel Girl. Oh fuck! Actually, not. I've not put Storm in there. Storm's very important to Marvel vs Capcom legacy. In fact, she was one of the best characters in Marvel vs Capcom 2. So I feel we just need to keep Storm there. We can worry about DLC and worry about those characters afterwards. Right. So we have, for the Marvel side, we have Wolverine, Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, Blade, Doctor Doom, Hulk, Deadpool, Jane Foster, Thor, Rogue, Magneto, Rocket and Groot, Phoenix, Miss Marvel, Magic, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, and Storm. Cool. So that's a good one. So now we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more for Capcom. Right. Straight away, Amaterasu from Okami. Amaterasu was really fucking cool in Marvel vs Capcom 3. And again, a very out of the box and weird character that I feel could work. So let's think. So what franchise have we not seen much from? So we've got Street Fighter, we've got Darkstalkers, we've got Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, Mega Man, Strider, and Okami. So Capcom, much like every video game company, has so many franchises that are just ignored completely. So let's see if we can grab someone from there. Who can I put in there? Who's John Talbot? That's another Darkstalkers character. It's kind of cool, but again, sorry, I know we've got a lot of Street Fighter characters, but I feel Yuri has blown up as like probably the breakout character from Street Fighter 4 and one of Street Fighter's most popular characters now. And you can fucking tell what they're doing. For people with a foot fetish, every single piece of Yuri official art, they always got our grippers out. Anyways. What's another? Who's another one? I just. We've only got. Right now, we've not got a survivor from Resident Evil, do we? Actually, tell you what, I know who I'm putting in there. Where is she? There we go. Ada Wong, just because I think Leon is just a police. Chris is just a, special agent, but Ada is like a woman of mystery, trained secret agent that is always pulling stuff out. She's always using crossbows, using all sorts of weird weapons. I feel she's got a lot more interesting gameplay than you could put in for Jill. You could do the same style of stuff where it's like a zombie goes to attack her and she can like throw it into people. So we're gonna say Ada Wong, and also just personal bias because for Ada Wong over the rest of them. Who else for Capcom? Do we put in Jin from, is it Cybots? Is that what that series is called? I know he was in one of our versus games. I think it was MVC1 he was in. Which I must admit, I've not played much of MVC1. I played a lot of X-Men Children of Atom, played a bit of Street Fighter versus X-Men, and I've played a little bit of, I've played a lot of MVC2 and MVC3. Right, we're gonna add Monster Hunter in there. Again, I want to try and differentiate it so it's not like. But then again, I was gonna say guy with a sword, but again, Monster Hunter use a shit ton of different weapons, so I think that's when you get the weird ones. Like, don't you have like a big, it's like a big flute type thing you can use? I can't remember. I'm not having as much as Monster Hunter sounds like something I should be into. I'm not actually super into it myself. I've not dug into it. I've got Monster Hunter World sitting behind me there that I need to get into, but I really need to play more series. Anyways. 3 more for Capcom's main roster. Right. Did I put Jean from God Hand in there? I think that'd be a really good shout, but let's see if anyone else jumps out first. Anyone who's not, you know. I put Nero in there because Nero would be kind of cool, I think. Just seeing anyone who's like. So I want to try and stay away from Street Fighter characters. Poison, as much as I love Poison. Oh, I don't want to just have Street Fighter characters taking up the whole roster, because that'll get me lynched, you know. Right, Rashid again, more Street Fighter characters. Relento, can I get away with Relento because he's technically a Final Fight character? No, I won't. Oh fuck, I've not put She-Hulk in there. Right, She-Hulk's getting put in DLC. We'll put her in this DLC and then we'll worry about it afterwards. Oh, silly question. If Dante's in there, Virgil needs to be in there. He's got to be in there. Virgil's like one of the most played characters from Marvel Vs Capcom 3. He's in like every Devil May Cry, even when he doesn't physically appear in it. He's in as some sort of DLC character. So Virgil needs to be in there. Oh fuck! Actually, not. I found the final one for the DLC one. We'll worry about that. We'll describe it afterwards. Actually, we'll change that to just so you know can maybe give it a spooky color. There we go, like a spooky bluey type. Right, here we go. So how many more? So that's 2 more. 2 more Capcom. I'm trying. This is like because you always want one character from some. We've not put Arthur from Ghouls and Ghosts in there, have we? Let's put Maximo in there instead. Maximo from Maximo and the Army of Zin, or I can't remember what the other game's called, but it's technically a spin-off to the Ghouls and Ghosts or Ghosts and Goblins games. So I feel Maximo will be kind of cool as a very out of the box pick. And you know what? Oh, I will put Jeddah in there, but I don't know. Oh god. Who else am I putting in there? I want someone from Capcom who's a bit out of the box and maybe not the most obvious choice. Look at Zero.exe. Look at that edgy boy. Again, I would love to put in like Veil or your weird character like Hazmat, your weird characters from Avengers Arena. Not Avengers Arena, Avengers Academy. But I pretend I've got to talk to higher ups and sort of argue for these characters, you know? Just pretend. So I'm trying to think, because again, I could fill a list full of all these characters I'd love to have in it. A Capcom character. Oh, great. I'm trying to think of someone who's a bit weird and out of the box. Someone who's not just your usual sort of sword guy or martial arts guy. Again, I'm seeing a lot of good potential ones, but no one's like jumping at me. Thing is, Phoenix Wright would be a pretty obvious one, but I just wasn't a big fan of his gameplay. Like, I had pals that were super into him. I had a pal that fucking loved his gameplay because he wasn't so much a fighter. He was like, I'll knock you away, and then his whole thing was he'd search for evidence, and then he'd hit a super move which would take you to court, which would do like most of your health, you know. So that was the main goal when you're trying to play as Phoenix Wright, was just gather evidence, which is a cool idea. But I'm the directing this game, boysies. And I'm putting... Who's jumping out? Who are we thinking? Who are we thinking? Who's jumping at me? Oh god, there's so many cool characters that are just not getting... So many cool characters that could work. And this is the last slot, so it's this... Fuck. How could I forget Felicia? She's another one like Morgan that... I shall put her all the way up there because she's like one of the main members of the... She's been like nearly all the Versus games and is really important to it, you know? She's one that would be genuinely raging if she wasn't in it. Let's have another look at the rosters. So, for the base roster we have Wolverine, Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, Blade, Doctor Doom, Hulk, Deadpool, Thor, Rogue, Magneto, Rocket/Groot, Phoenix, Miss Marvel, Magic, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange and Storm. For Capcom we have Ryu, Chun-Li, Morrigan, Felicia, Seth, Dante, Lady Dimitrescu, Mega Man, Strider, Marissa, Minat, Kimberly, Amaterasu, Yuri Han, Ada Wong, Monster Hunter, Virgil and Maximo, right? I feel that's a good sort of base roster. And tell you what, let's make Gil and Doctor Doom the main bad guys in the sort of story where we have to fight like Super Gil, where you fight Gil with the fucking... That's why Gil's DLC. And we'll make him like the last DLC because I feel that's, you know... Then we've got a horror-based DLC starring Nemesis, Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, Morbius, Shuma Gorath, and Fiona and Huey from Haunting Ground, because this is my pick, boysies. This is my one. I fucking love Haunting Ground. And you could do it like maybe the characters like the stalkers are the ones there. Maybe they're maybe trying to reach out. Maybe Ricardo brings out his gun and tries to get a shot, and Fiona ducks, and then it hits your guy that, you know, it hits your opponent as opposed to you. I feel you could do some interesting stuff for that. And aye, there we go. So DLC 2. So we've got Raven and Shield. So we've got need some Capcom characters in there. Babyhead. Oh, that's from Captain Commando, isn't it? It was like a baby in a mech suit. But outside that gimmick, do we add in? Who do we add in? Who do we add in? Right, as much as I was saying I don't really want to add them in, I feel like I kind of need to add, where is it? Oh, Zack and Wiki! Oh, I can't justify using a fighting game. DLC, we're bringing Zero in there. So we need 3 Capcom characters. So we need some big hitters to sell this DLC. What about... Imagine going DLC, we've got 4 Eyes from Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Nah, it's not who we need. But we do need Jake Muller. Oh, no, I've clicked. Another one that I've missed out. Is he under Albert? He is. Albert Wesker, there we go, as DLC. And... oh, fucking our obvious one, Ashura, or Asura from Ashura's Wrath, who is basically a god of fighting and is super fucking powerful. And yeah, actually, I'm gonna move some, but we're gonna make... Who are we gonna make DLC? We're gonna make... I'm gonna change... Gotta take out Yuri Han. No, I can't do that. I can't. I'll take Ada Wong. No, because then 2 Resident Evil characters in one DLC. Take it Monster Hunter, because Monster Hunter was DLC for Infinite, and I feel you could also yeah, because that DLC is getting sold on, you know, Alt Wesker, Zero returning, and then Kraven being the big star he is after cutting from the highest grossing movie ever. And then Ashura is a guy you want in the opening sort of you know, of the game. You want him on the cover art because fucking awesome, and you want him in the fucking big CGI opening they're doing. Ashura fighting Hulk. There we go. That's the opening I need. I was just looking there. So we've got a final DLC which will Gil, because he's a final boss. Actually, no. Let's put in another final boss. So we have Gil. Let's put who would be on the Marvel side. Who would be a equally as big final boss? See, I don't want to do Thanos because they done him in a. I don't want to do one they've done before, because if there's one good thing Marvel does, it brings out new fucking villains all the time. Like they had Onslaught in Marvel vs Capcom 1. There's a world-ending villain that appears every year. They had Thanos in Infinite, they had Galactus in 3. So who are we giving the big push to as the final boss character? Someone with a big... Someone who's like world-ending, or... just having a wee gander, seeing who could. Weapon to... oh yeah, that's Wolverine. That's Hulk with Wolverine powers. It's a weird character. Wolf by Night's cool, but... Wiccan, again, so many cool characters I'm just leaving the cutting room floor, but... oh, this is much harder than I thought it was gonna be, boysies. Right, Silver Samurai is really cool in Children of the Atom. Can't believe I'm not putting, like... actually no, I need to put... I also need to put, where is he? That would literally... I need to put him in DLC. I need to have Miles Morales, because he is different enough from Spider-Man with his, you know, like, Venom powers. Like Apocalypse, oh, that's a good shout. Because when Apocalypse was used in... what one was that he was used in? Agent Venom was also a good shout, because Venom's been used and Venom's really cool, so I'll put Agent Venom in there as well. So we have space for two big villains. Apocalypse, oh right, I'll put him on the maybe list. Apocalypse would be really cool. Ooh, right. Thinking who else? Captain Marvel maybe? She's a pretty obvious one that I've left out. Destroyer armor. Oh! I know. He's not really a bad guy nowadays. Or at least thanks to the MCU, and he's been pushed in comics as a sort of anti-hero for years. But I feel that a trickster god and the head of the Illuminati would work well together as final bosses. So Loki and Gil, which sounds like a weird double act. So Loki and Gil, and who is the final character we're adding in? I think I need to add another Capcom character. So another Capcom character who would be good for DLC. This is the one you want at your Evo in the big trailers, you know. Who would be a good shout? Who would be a good shout for our final DLC pick for Marvel Vs Capcom Secret Wars? Who would be a good shout? This is where I'm seeing like everyone who's like good picks, but I'm leaving them on the cutting room floor, and but I need to listen to I need to stick to the numbers, otherwise everyone would be in here. Fucked up. Put Spencer in there with his big bionic arm, leading to from one of the most hype moments in Marvel vs Capcom 3. Who'd be interesting as a character? We've got actually 12 was the other. 12 was the one I wanted as the other random. So 12 is the other random select. You got Morph and 12. Who, if you choose a Capcom character, it's 12, and if you choose a Marvel character, it's Morph, and then they turn into whoever you've chosen as the random select, or whoever the random select has chose. Right, who have I missed out? There's a really obvious Capcom character that I've missed out. Trish, oh yeah, it's Tyrants, oh, Urian, Vector, everyone's favourite from Resident Evil, which got Operation Raccoon City. God, there's so many choices. Oh my god. Viper or Dante? That's good shit. I've already got Dante in there. Actually, you've given me a good one with Dante. What's his name? N. Nero. There we go. We've already got two other Dante variants in there with so we're gonna put Nero in there as DLC 3. So here we go with our final roster. We have, let's start from the top here. So we have Wolverine, Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, Blade, Doctor Doom, Hulk, Deadpool, Jane Foster's Thor, Rogue, Magneto, Rocket, Groot, Phoenix, Miss Marvel, Magic, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, Storm. Then the Capcom side we have Ryu, Chun-Li, Morrigan, Felicia, Seth, Dante, Lady Dimitrescu, Mega Man, Shredder Hero, Marissa, Minat, Kimberly, Amaterasu, Yuri Han, Ada Wong, Ashura, Virgil, and Maximo. Then we have our first DLC, which is going to be more horror based and say released at Halloween or whatever the fuck. We have Nemesis, Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes, sorry for mispronunciation. We have Morbius, Shumagorath, Fiona and Huey from Haunting Ground. The DLC 2, we're kicking it off with Kraven, She-Hulk, Zero, Albert Wesker, and Monster Hunter. Then for the final DLC, we have Nero, Agent Venom, Miles Morales, and the 2 final bosses of Loki and Gil. And then we have our 2 random selects, Morphin 12 there. And boys, that is it. That is my final roster for Marvel Vs Capcom Secret Wars. Where can I put this? Put it down here, and I'll see if I can make this. There we go, so we can kind of get the full picture in there. And let's get that logo to fuck. And then get the cover art further up there. Not over my face. And there we go, boys. Thank you for joining us for Marvel vs Capcom Secret Wars.